Hello everyone, Neff here. And yes, it's that time again. As you can tell, this is once again Busky, and we are working on it once again. I took a bit of a break there, as I'm sure you all know, but I've been working on it again recently. And I've also discovered Git, which had made things a lot easier, which is nice. So yeah, let's look at some of the stuff that's been added. I'm not doing a release right now, this is just like an update to show you what's going on. But yeah, so let's try. I think I was using this world. And yeah, first thing you'll notice is there's new clouds! Yeah, they are quite pretty. And the first thing you'll probably notice is they don't glitter like the old clouds did. Yeah, so I was really determined for a long time to fix the clouds, but it was just the way they were written. It was doing my head in. Like, it was really difficult. It shouldn't be, but it was. And so I tried a lot of things, and I think I just written them in such a complicated way the first time that I couldn't figure out how I'd written them and how it made sense. But now I basically rewrote them from scratch and made them work. They were just 2D originally, like they were just better 2D clouds. But then I kept playing around, and I ended up with these, which I really kind of like. And they're sort of cumulus clouds. They're basically, I mean, it makes sense because they're generated from a height map anyway, so I might as well use the height and make them actually, like, 3D. A bunch of you will probably say that why are they flat on the bottom, but have you ever actually looked up at the clouds and realized that they are usually flat on the bottom? Like, I spent a whole day in real life, like, staring at the bloody clouds in the sky just to try and figure out how to render them. And genuinely, this is the best I can do considering how I think they actually look. So yeah. I mean, I could do separate layers now on top, but like I'd prefer not to go that far. It's a bit much. But I just fly up here. You can see they are indeed 3D. And they actually render quite fast. They don't affect performance too much, which is nice. I did have some transparent clouds, but I moved away from them for the 3D ones. Transparency is a real pain in the ass to do in openGL. You can do it. I have the algorithms to do it, but it's slow. And so for something like clouds, I don't really want to do it because, I mean, most of the time you're going to be below them anyway and you won't see it, so there's no point really. But yeah, that's the clouds. What else do we do? Oh yeah, if I can actually find a patch of liquid here, which I probably can't because I'm in a desert. I just really like those clouds. I think they're quite nice. I do need to add some fog as well in the background though, because they kind of clip in at the moment. There's a bit of pop in. And that's annoying. The fog is hard to do for them though, because I need the fog to be different than the world fog. But I have tried it, but I'm not sure about it yet. Screw it. I'm going to make a new world because I can't find one here. Because you always start beside the sea. You should know this by now if you've ever played Boscaí. So the next thing you might notice is that now we have transparent water, indeed. Now this isn't fully implemented. It's mostly there. And to be honest, I'm kind of annoyed because I thought I had it working and then realized I didn't. As I said, transparency in openGL is a horrible pain in the ass. Now at this stage I've done so much, I pretty much know it completely how it works. It's just one of those things, the only way to do it properly is with sorting algorithms, which is not nice because it slows down your game. And I struggle a lot to get this game faster. Even with the clouds, I try to make these faster than the old clouds, and they kind of are actually, which is strange because they're 3D, they should be slower. But yeah, they're just written a lot more efficiently. But yeah, so the water looks really nice like this. The problem is just that if I break, say, a block here, see this? This is the problem. From certain angles, that water looks fine, right? But from other angles, it doesn't. It's because the way transparency works in OpenGL, it's a real pain in the rear. I know why it is, but the only way to actually fix that is to sort the water like the way it's drawn back to front, and that's horrible. Like, it, performance-wise, it's horrible. Now, you can do a lot of things to speed it up, but I don't know. I think I'll try it, see how fast it is, and if I really hate it, I'll just go back to the opaque water. Which is a pity, because it looks really pretty, but you know. Damn, I love those clouds. I actually prefer them opaque. I think the color's really nice. Just like these big creamy clouds. But yeah, so what else? Oh, of course, another big change that you won't see here is I made a change to the collision, which massively fixed the collision. If any of you have actually played this game, you might be aware that when the game runs, yeah, like now, because I'm using fraps, but when the game runs at like a low FPS, like 24, like it normally runs much higher, but this is on the longest render distance and I'm running fraps, which is slowing it down. So basically it's crippled right now. And when it's like this, normally if you really ran into a block, you would clip through it. Like, you know, you would just like basically phase through it, like slowly one by one, but you would do it. And it's because the physics just couldn't keep up with the like the low frame rate and all sorts of problems. But I actually found out when I looked at the physics code again, I've learned a lot about physics from doing the FPS game. And I realized the way I was doing it was fundamentally kind of wrong. And so it's actually funny, I made a very simple change, but it's a change that changed completely how it worked. And actually, it pretty much completely fixed it. You notice now, like if I'm running at like, 20 to 30 FPS, which is tiny, and yet I can still like run up and down these blocks and I don't clip into any of them, which is really nice. I mean, it was playable before, but this is just much, much better. Like now I actually have confidence that even at a low frame rate, well maybe bar a few FPS, that the game will actually run, well, and you can still jump around and stuff. You still will vertically clip sometimes, but that's because that's a separate issue I have to fix. But I know how to do that now and I probably will do it. But I mean, again, it's a really kind of simple, efficient, collision detection, and it works really well, which is really nice. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, that was actually one of the first things I changed, really, apart from the water. And yeah, but I'd actually sort of been working on Boscaí on and off for the last week or two. I just hadn't really told too many people because I know a lot of people were like waiting on this game, so yeah. But yeah, I mean, I've had a break now, I'm back, and I'm so much better at just a lot of things that I'm doing stuff a lot faster now, and Git is making things so much easier. So I'm looking forward to what I can do next. Next I'm planning to work on, maybe, once I sort out this damn water, is maybe mobs, and because I'd like to put some mobs in the game just for a laugh. And that sort of thing. I might even tweak the world gen as well. I want to do mountains, like proper mountains. I mean, I say proper, but I mean basically Minecraft mountains where it's, faked mountains. As opposed to like the ones I have right now, which are just kind of like the world just gets really high, which doesn't make much sense. Oh, and also I haven't done it now, but I have tried raising the clouds and it does work quite nice. I just haven't done it right now. So I might keep them up quite high. Right now they're not actually too high. If I go up now, you can get to them quite quickly. Still though, they look better when they're not flat, like, because when they were flat, it looked really weird perspective-wise. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, as I said, for now, everything's going pretty darn well. The game is pretty damn stable. I mean, as I said, I don't want to do a release because I haven't done releases in a long time, and I really want to make sure it's proper stable first. Plus, I want to add more stuff. But the last release was RC6, so when I do the next release, there should be a lot of stuff in it. And you should be able to play around with that. And also, I might add in some of the clouds that you don't see here, like the ones that I added before this, just as like a separate option in case they're faster and that sort of thing, or personal taste. But yeah, guys. So yeah, I just really like how they move smoothly now. It's really nice. But yeah, so with that, guys, I believe that's everything. Just checking in, and when I have more stuff to show, I will show you more. And good day.